Good day, guys. Thanks for visiting Richard's Corner. My name is Richard, and today we've got a movie haul to reveal to you guys today. I've been shopping around different places, and including the Facebook Marketplace, and a few movies that I actually found at previous thrift store hauls that I didn't reveal previously because I've usually been concentrating more on the toys and action figures and such. But I thought that I would combine the movies that I've been finding throughout some of the other thrift stores that I visited and to one little movie haul, movie review, movie preview kind of video, just to show you what I got and for how much. So I hope you enjoyed this one today, and I've got a whole 5 movies today, 3 on DVD and 2 on Blu-ray. And I guarantee all of them were a steal compared to what I would have had to pay retail. So why don't we start with our Blu-rays today and work our way down and see what I picked up over the last few hauls that I haven't revealed until now. So the first movie that I have here is Resident Evil Afterlife. This was released in 2010 and is the 4th movie in 6 movies for the Resident Evil franchise. Although it's usually received fairly lukewarm online as far as reviews are concerned, it's still a fairly enjoyable story. If you're any kind of fan of the Resident Evil video games, the movie series is loosely based on it, but it's still an enjoyable movie series. And Mila Jovovich is a very, very good action hero in this movie. So just to give you a synopsis of what this is based on what it says here on Internet Movie Database, while still out to destroy the evil Umbrella Corporation, Alice joins a group of survivors living in a prison surrounded by infected who also want to relocate to the mysterious but supposedly safe unharmed safe haven known as Arcadia. So it's kind of a getaway story, like trying to get away from all the infected zombies and such, and trying to go into a safe haven with our main antagonist in leading the group to safety. So it sounds pretty exciting. I haven't seen this franchise at all, but I could not pass this up. Somebody on the Facebook Marketplace sold this to me for a whole $5. So when Blu-rays are ranging between 25 and 30 bucks, brand new, getting a used Blu-ray for $5 is a no-brainer for me. High definition, obviously the disc is included in there, obviously, and a really good find to add to my horror collection, horror survival, more adventure-y kind of thing. Not the classic horror that I'm used to, but will probably be a good viewing in my collection later. Now, the second movie that I have here is Annabelle Creation, 2017 movie, brand new. Basically, the person on Facebook Marketplace, yeah, she sold it to me for a whole $10, and this is still going new for about 25, 30 bucks at Walmart, which is crazy. So I'm really grateful that she sold it to me. She kept the DVD and digital code, which is fine by me, but I'm really happy to find this Blu-ray. Now, if you don't recognize the doll, she is actually, it's funny, if you watch the Insidious series, the very first Insidious story, Annabelle was actually just somewhere in the background. And the doll sparked so much interest that it actually made a movie. So it's pretty crazy. But the whole story behind Annabelle is kind of nuts and a little bit twisted. But this movie is 12 years after the tragic death of a little girl. The doll maker and his wife welcome a nun and several girls from an orphanage that is shut down unexpectedly into their home. But one of the girls, of course, the rules of the household says, oh, the guy says, there are 2 rooms that you can't go into. And of course, like wet paint, you want to touch the wet paint? One of the girls goes into one of the forbidden rooms and sees the doll and plays with it, but unfortunately, awakens the evil that's sort of possessed with him. So this is like a really creepy movie. And this is the kind of horror I'm really into. Probably a lot of good jump scares and stuff like that. The person who sold it to me said that she and her sister watched it and just couldn't stop jumping. So that's my kind of movie for sure. I'm looking forward to, oh, I'm sorry, the next chapter in the Conjuring series. Pardon me, it's not Insidious, it's the Conjuring. She appears in the background in the first Conjuring movie, and then it sparked a whole series of movies just on the doll itself. So again, very creepy. Much more smarter horror than the Chucky series. If you've ever seen the old 80s, 90s horror movie with Chucky, the battery operated doll that comes to life and, is just this small little doll that runs around killing people. It's just ridiculous. This is really good quality horror and something that'll creep you out with some supernatural kind of fun, as well as a little bit of horror, a little bit of gore. So I'm looking forward to checking this out, especially on Blu-ray, high definition horror. Yeah, that's going to be a good watch. Now, to lighten things up, and still in the holiday season spirit, I guess, I found this at my friends over at the Spence Street thrift shop during my just before buying my tickets for the thrift store tour that I took back in December, and I got this for a whole $1. DVDs are awesome. You know what? On my particular Blu-ray player, DVDs look really good on my big TV. So even though they're just a touch grainy, DVDs usually are, these older movies still look awesome in DVD quality. So How the Grinch Stole Christmas is a classic movie. This was actually a 1996 movie, if you can believe it. And so if you didn't already know, like the actor who plays the Grinch in this movie, as well as the narrator for the story, is actually Boris Karloff. Now, Boris Karloff, if you don't know that name, he and Lon Chaney, Bela Lugosi, and Vincent Price are recognized as some of the true actors and icon actors from horror cinema way back in the 50s and 60s. So, I mean, it's really awesome to learn that. And the person who actually directed this is Chuck Jones and, Ben Washam. Ben Washam is known for doing Tom and Jerry, and Chuck Jones is known for the multiple characters from Looney Tunes. So this is a really, really cool piece of cinema. With Cindy Lou in the picture and everything. This is an awesome holiday movie, and it does warm the heart when you see the Grinch sort of turn around and actually has a heart and starts to feel again. And it's a good movie. So this is the 50th birthday deluxe edition. I'm really happy to find that for $1. I'm not sure what the online pricing would have been for this, but I mean it ranges between $10 and $20 still. So brand new. So finding it for $1 at my thrift store was really awesome. So a really good find, and still good to watch any time of year. It doesn't have to be at Christmas, but a really good Christmas movie for sure. Now, in the 90s, when I was going to university, I discovered all kinds of martial artists. Jackie Chan was one of them, and another one was Jet Li. Both are very energetic, acrobatic, and very, very fast with their fists and their feet. And even though it's choreographed martial arts, it's still really awesome to watch. Now, Fist of Legend is one of those movies where Jet Li is in his prime. Released back in 1994. In 1937, it's set in 1937, a martial artist returns to Shanghai to find his teacher dead and the school that he went to harassed by the Japanese occupation in China. So a little bit of history there. A lot of martial arts movies with heroes depicted in are happened during that period when Japan occupied China and stuff like that. So it's a bit of a period piece of sorts, but it's full of awesome fight sequences. And one of my favorites is when he returns to the school and the person who's in line to be the new master for the school challenges him because all of the students really admire him returning and has this awesome style that no one knows and everything. So Jet Li is just an awesome actor. I mean, like he's appeared in a lot of North American movies as well, but watching him in the classic Cantonese films are my favorite. So Fist of Legend is really, really cool. I watched this on VHS originally, so I'm really happy to find this on disc, and I'm looking forward to checking out the special features as well to sort of see some of the makings of and sort of get a little more background on this movie. So Fist of Legend, an awesome martial arts movie. I would highly recommend it if you're any kind of martial arts fan that really loves that classic overdubbed old school martial arts stuff. This is really cool. Now this movie seems like an odd movie for me to review last, and it really is kind of an acquired taste. Jackass 2.5. This is the result of them having so much footage shot for Jackass 2 that Johnny Knoxville and Jeff Tremaine and all the guys, they made a second movie called 2.5, which basically goes over a lot of the extra footage and also some of the makings of for Jackass 2. They were not anticipating the success of Jackass 1. They changed it from an MTV series to a movie, and it caught on huge. And so Jackass 2 came out the next year, and Jackass 2.5 the year after, straight to video. But Jackass is just it is so not for younger viewers. There's a lot of profanity. There's a lot of stunts where they hurt themselves and each other, and it really is acquired taste. But why do I like it so much? Johnny Knoxville is an awesome host. Like, he's the star of the film. He does a lot more of the talking than the other actors or the other participants. I wouldn't call them actors, but Johnny Knoxville has appeared in other motion pictures, and and some famous directors have helped. Like Spike Jonze has appeared in a lot of Jackass episodes, and but these guys are just crazy. And I think what draws me to this all the time, and it's a go-to movie for me, is that they have this awesome chemistry where underneath all of the over-the-top comedy and stunts and stuff like that, they really do love each other as a group. Like, they're a really cool crew. They were family in this movie. They left family. You know, they left as family at the end of Jackass 3 and 3.5. They haven't made a fourth movie. I don't know if they will, because they're kind of getting old now. But in their primes, like, this was just the peak of their careers. And yeah, I'm not sure if it's something that all actors or performers would be proud of being part of, but I mean, it's fun to watch. And I mean, like, if you can get past some of the over the top profanity and stuff like that, it is kind of funny. Like, there's a lot of worse things that you can see on YouTube and everything about fails with ultimate fails and stuff like that. Jackass 2.5, you know, some of the stunts are actually really cool, and I can't believe they pull them off. And other ones are really like, you watch it because they fail. So it's not for everyone's taste, but I'm really happy to find this. This was a $2.99 disc over at Value Village, and you can still find it used at different DVD collector shops and stuff like that for over $10. So I mean, really, I think I walked out way ahead, even with just any of the Blu-rays. I mean, I paid maybe a whole five. Oh, I didn't even mention that. Yeah. $2.99 for the other ones as well. 2, 6, 7. Yeah, I think I spent about $20 for all of them over the different hauls that I've been reviewing, and I think they're worth well over that if I found them outside of a thrifty marketplace. So yeah, that is my movie review this week, or today anyway. Please stay tuned for more videos. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope that encourages you to check out your local thrift store for more thrifty finds, not just for toys and action figures, but for movies and books and all kinds of stuff as well. You never know what you're going to find if you don't give it a try and sort of see what there is to see. But not just Value Village. I mean, Salvation Army, my friends over at the Spence Street Thrift Store, the Thrive Thrift Shop, and even on Facebook Marketplace. There's just so many different venues to save money and find some really cool movies that will hopefully suit your taste and spend just a fraction of the cost compared to retail. So I hope you're encouraged by this, and I hope that you enjoyed my take on the movies today. So anyway, this is Richard from Richard's Corner signing off for now. Please, I wish you happy hunting and happy collecting as we start our new year here. I hope that all of your thrifty finds, regardless of where you find them, are going to be equally awesome. Please stay tuned for another video. We're going to be doing more haul reveals as well as collection highlights very soon. And I think I'm going to be due for an Overflow Marketplace video very soon as well, because I just finished going through all of my collection and I've got so much stuff. It's just crazy. But I think a collection highlight video, I still have to do one. I'm way overdue doing a Spawn one. That's a hint. And McFarlane figure one that someone donated me. Dom, thank you so much. But yeah, I've got all kinds of things that we have to post on Richard's Corner. And now that it's a new year and things are getting back to normal, you'll see more posts more often. So please hit like, please hit subscribe, and you'll be notified as to what is new and happening here on this channel. Thanks again for visiting. I really appreciate your likes and your subs. Please keep coming back, and we will see you next time. Happy hunting, guys.